Hi everyone, it's Rachel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make these Kawaii donut cat charms using polymer clay. You can see here that I have made two different designs which I think are both super cute, so let's get started. So to begin, you want to take the base color that you're going to be using for the donut. The color that I am using is called Vanilla by Fimo. Roll this clay into a ball and then you want to press it down on your work surface to create the donut shape. Next, I'm going to be taking a ball tool and I'm just pushing this into the center of my donut to create an indent. When we are making these donuts, the hole doesn't have to go all the way through the clay because the cat is going to go in the center anyway and you won't actually see it. Next, you can add some texture to your donut. Here I'm just using a toothbrush and I'm gently patting the clay, making sure to also do the fronts, sides and the back. Then I'm going ahead and adding some shading to my donut using a fluffy paintbrush and my mixture of chalk pastels. Now it's time to create the icing or the frosting that's going to be going on the donut. So to do this, I'm taking my Sculpey Bacon Bond, which is a liquid polymer clay, and I'm just pouring some of this out onto a small sheet of baking paper. This donut is going to become the chocolate one, so I'm also taking a small ball of dark brown polymer clay, and I'm just using one of my tools to push this into the liquid clay and mix it all together. I'm doing this to create a kind of thick paste, which isn't too runny but will still be nice and easy to spread and give a realistic looking texture. I then found that my chocolate frosting wasn't dark enough, so here I'm scraping in some chalk pastel shavings just to try and darken the colour a little more. Once I was happy with the colour I got, I then added this to the top of the donut. Now it's time to make the cat, so you can choose whatever colour cat that you would like to match your donut. The colour that I'm going to be using for my chocolate donut is grey. So firstly roll a ball for the head and then it's time to make the ears. And to do this I like to pinch both ends of a small ball of clay to create a diamond shape. You'll then also want to create a smaller pink diamond and then just add this on top of your clay. Then you can use your blade to cut this in half and you should end up with two even sized triangles for the ears. You'll want to position these onto either side of the head and then you can blend the clay so that they are nice and secure. Now moving on to the face, I firstly created two indents where I wanted the eyes to go and then I added in two balls of black clay. To create the mouth, I made two small U shapes out of black clay and I placed these together in the center of the face between the eyes. I added a small black piece of clay for the nose and then I added two whiskers on either side. Once you have finished the cat's face, it can then be added to the center of the donut. Next, I'm going to be making the front paws that will be sticking out so that it looks like it's hanging out of the donut. So you want to take two small balls of clay and roll these into teardrop shapes. Then you can just cut off the pointed ends with your blade and add them to the donut just below the cat's head. Now it's time to add any decorations that you would like to your donut. For my chocolate donut, I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of colour, so I'm going to be making some rainbow sprinkles for mine. I prepared my rainbow colours of clay and then I just took each ball and rolled this into a coil. Then using my blade, I cut off even sections and I rolled them between my fingers to create the little sprinkles. Then all I did was just repeat this step with all the other colours as well. Once all the sprinkles were rolled, I then just placed them around the charm in the chocolate frosting. We then also need to make sure that we make the back of the cat so that it looks like it's hanging through the center of the donut. So I took a piece of the grey clay and I just placed this onto the back of the charm. I also rolled some teardrops for the back legs as well as attaching on a tail. If you would like to turn your design into a charm, you'll want to go ahead and add an eye pin. So now that I've finished making the chocolate donut charm, I'm also going to be showing you how I created the rainbow donut that you saw at the start of the video. So again, I'm just taking my Sculpey Bacon Bond liquid clay, and this time I'm mixing in a ball of white polymer clay to create a nice thick frosting. To add the colour to my frosting, I'm going to be using these colours of chalk pastels. So I separated the mixture into 6 blobs of frosting, and then I just scraped in each of my chalk pastel colours and mixed them in just using my needle tool. I then added one colour at a time to the donut to create the frosting. For this rainbow donut, I went ahead and made a white cat, and I positioned the head into the center, plus I also added the front legs hanging out. I also wanted to decorate this one with some sprinkles, so I ended up settling on gold because I thought it would look pretty fancy against the rainbow frosting. I rolled a coil of gold polymer clay and I trimmed off little sections, and then I also went in with some little gold micro marbles and strategically placed these in to fill the gaps. Once you're happy with your charm or your charms, you can go ahead and bake them in your oven according to your package's instructions. After baking, I took some super glue and I used it to secure the eye pins, and then I also used my UV resin as a glaze, and I decided to only glaze the frosting and the cat. That way the actual donut part would stay looking more realistic and textured. So that's everything for this tutorial, and here's how both of my donut cat charms turned out. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for lots more crafty videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!